Have you ever noticed something strange about the story of David? Everyone talks about how David killed a giant, but nobody talks about why God allowed the giant to show him. Because the truth is that without Goliath, we won't be talking about David today. Think about it. The giant you are praying that God should remove might actually be the stage that God is using to reveal you. Stay with me, because once you understand it, you will never complain about your battle again. So the Bible says in the book of 1 Samuel chapter 17 that the Philistine army and the army of Israel were fighting a war. Then suddenly a giant stepped out. His name was Goliath, and the Bible described him as over 9 feet tall, and he was carrying weapon that even most of the armies cannot carry. And for 40 good days, the giant have kept shouting, mocking, and insulting the God of Israel, challenging the people of God, and something shocking happened. Nobody moved, not even a soldier, not even the commander, and not even King Saul. And the entire army of Israel were parading with fear. And here is where the story becomes more powerful for us today, because every believer eventually faces Goliath. And for some of us, it is the voice that still used to say you will never make it in life, that comes to your head every day, that says you will never find a way out, this thing will never work out for you, what you are doing will never excel. And some of us, the voice used to tell us that God has forgotten us. And this is exactly what Goliath was doing, mocking the God of Israel. He wasn't fighting with weapon, he was fighting with intimidation. Then something unexpected happened. A young boy arrived at the battlefield, not as a soldier, not as a warrior. David came to deliver a food to his brothers. But when David heard Goliath mocking the God of Israel, something inside him reacted. David asked a question no one else was asking. In 1 Samuel chapter 17 verse 26, he said, "Who is this uncircumcised Philistine that should mock the God of Israel?" Notice something powerful here. Everyone saw giant's problem, but David saw a giant insulting God. Perspective changed everything. David has a secret. While others were training in the battlefield, David trained in private battle. He told King Saul in the book of 1 Samuel chapter 17 from verse 34 to 36. He said, "When lion came and wanted to carry my sheep, I went after it, struck it, and kill it, and rescue back my sheep." So David have already defeated lions and bears before he saw Goliath. This reveal powerful spiritual insights. God prepare you in private for battle that will promote you in public. That struggle that nobody sees, that your prayer that nobody hears, that your discipline that nobody notices, all of those things are preparation. Many believers keep praying, "God, remove my giant, God, remove my giant." But sometimes God says, "No, defeat that giant," because your victory over that giant will introduce you to the world. After David killed Goliath, everything changed overnight. He went from being a shepherd to a national hero. The giant was not David's destruction. The giant was David's announcement. When David stepped onto the battlefield, he didn't bring armor, he didn't bring sword. He brought a sling with 5 stones. And David said something extraordinary in the book of 1 Samuel chapter 17 verse 47. He said that the battle is the Lord. That sentence changes everything, because David understood something many believers forgot. Victory does not come from human strength. Victory comes from God's power. Your Goliath might not be 9 feet tall. Your Goliath might be debt that you have never paid. Your Goliath might be a temptation that you are facing every day. Your Goliath might be a dream that keeps delaying you every day. Some of us are sickness, some of us are rejection, and some of us is a battle that is occurring in our mind every day, just as Goliath has been threatening the Israelites. The Bible says David ran towards the giant. The Bible did not tell us that David ran from the giant. Imagine the entire battlefield watching. The giant is laughing. David running towards the giant. And just a sling of stone, and the giant fell. Here is the powerful truth. Your giant is not a proof that God abandoned you. Your giant is a proof that God trusted you with bigger stories, because giants only appear when destiny is close. Think about it. Right before your breakthrough, the pressure increase, the battle intensify, the doubt become louder. That is not a coincidence. That is a sign that something big is coming. The same God who helped David to defeat Goliath, the same God who helped David to defeat Goliath, is the same God that can help you today, only if you can trust him. The Bible says in Romans chapter 8 verse 31, "If God be for us, who shall be against us?" Your giant might be intimidating, but giants can fall. Your fear can fall, your poverty can fall, lies can fall, debt can fall. So the only thing it asks for you is for you to believe. If you can believe, if you can trust God, then it can make your giant fall, just as David defeat Goliath. So today, the only thing God is asking from you is trust. The only thing he's asking for you is faith. The only thing he's asking from you is belief. If you can believe, if you can trust, and if you can have faith in God, then your giant can what? Can fall. Because when God is with you, no giant can defeat you. If this message bless you, don't forget to share it with your friends, and don't forget to click on the subscribe button so that you can see our notification next time. See you in the next one.